guys. So I wanted to share with you guys some stuff about the reborning that I do. I started reborning a few months ago, and I ordered a kit called the Lucy kit off of Bountiful Baby, and it was about $202. It had all the paint, all the weighing, all the fluff, everything that you need for a reborn doll. And I recommend getting that kit. I didn't order it actually off of Bountiful Baby. I ordered off of Bree Dolls or something like that, but they're connected to Bountiful Baby because that's where I do get all my baby reborning supplies for my dolls. A little background history. I used to do ceramics years ago. My parents had a ceramic shop, and so I painted a lot growing up, and I still liked painting, but then my mom got sick, and then we just kind of quit painting. Then she passed away. So I got, a little this and that, and then, other things happen in life, and then I found reborn dolls. I think it was really by accident, and I was very intrigued by these dolls. I mean, they're gorgeous dolls. They look like real babies. They feel like real babies, and my girls are growing up. I have a 15 and a 12-year-old, so they was kind of into, oh, these dolls are cool, Mom, you need to see this. So I was like, wow. And so I just started really researching it and finding information about it, and then I stumbled across, where do you start? And then I went to this Bree Dolls website, and it has kits, and it has everything in it, the weighting, the everything, for like $202 plus, that was with shipping. And what I ordered was the Lucy kit, because it took me 5 days to figure out what doll I really, really wanted. And I ordered Lucy, and Lucy is a very good kit. I pick her up, and I'm like, oh my god, she is so heavy. I mean, I put so much weighting material in her, it's not even funny. But my doll is, my doll. She's my first, so, you usually kind of keep your first. I always kept my first painting pieces of my ceramics. But Lucy is, she's my first rooted hair baby. She's my first painted baby, and everything. And I love her. She's my first. She's got, I can move her head, and she's weighted. I mean, she's really weighted. I need to see how much she weighs. I think she's like 5 pounds, 4 pounds, because I think there was 4 pounds of beads, and then plus her kit and everything else weighs. She has a magnet passy, and I hand rooted her eyelashes, same as her hair, and oh, passy's upside down. But this is the Lucy baby. So, before I got started, I'm gonna set her down. Before I got started, my boyfriend gave me, he's like, well, once you work in the old office room, we don't use it. I love hair. And I'm like, okay. So I made the space my own. I have lighting. I have 2 lights. I have one on this side of me, and you can see my cord to my phone. And then I have a LED light here, which gives me a lot of good lighting. And because right now ooh, my head's warm finally. I'm working on the Savannah kit, Eyes Open. Savannah kit's gorgeous. My hair stuff I use. But Savannah has her open eyes, and I'm not going to root her eyelashes. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the glued eyelashes that I got with my Lucy kit, because I did, oops, there went my something, I don't know. Back to what I was saying. So this is the Savannah kit, and I'm rooting her hair right now. I did do a paint on it. I did, because it's my guidelines is what I use to actually root my hair. I started painting the heads because I think it's a little more easier because they don't wipe off, but I can tell where I want my hair to lay. So that is my Savannah kit that I'm working on. The Savannah kit is my 6th doll that I've done. Yeah, I know that's not many dolls, But when you paint dolls, then it takes you at least a week to 2 weeks to do, or longer. and it takes me about 2 to 3 days to root my baby's hair in. And that's between me working and doing home life also. But Lucy was my first, and then I got the Leaf kit, and Leaf is a reborn baby. They call them reborns because they are made from a real baby scan. And here is Leaf, and Leaf I made as he has got a lot of creases and stuff, and he's so much realer. He is weighted lighter because he is like, it's a twin, so twins always are smaller. I have him dressed in his Christmas outfit because he went to Texas with us, and everybody that's seen him down there was like, oh my god, you've got a tiny baby. And I was like, oh no. And after they held him and everything, and I was like, it's a doll. They did not believe he's a doll. They're like, oh no, he is a doll, he's a doll. And I was like, no, he's a doll. A lot of people don't realize how much he looks like a real baby, and or a doll. But I did do an open nose on him and everything because it's something I tried. But I gave him to my boyfriend, and we call him James Leaf, so he's named after my boyfriend, and Leaf is the part of his name. So, but I just wanted to share with you guys, I know I've rambled on for like the last 6 minutes of, I spent $200 on it, the first kit. I bought a new wave oven because I do the Genesis heat set paints, and because I've always fired anything that I've always painted ceramic wise. So now I'm like, okay, and I love it. I love doing this. It's a great stress reliever, and I do have a lot of motivation of things, and here's one of them. That is me holding my son. He's now 18, and so henceforth why baby Lucy has so much hair is because my oldest and my youngest had so much hair, and then my middle child, her hair was so blonde you couldn't see it, so it's like I knew she had hair. But if you see somebody that has a reborn doll, or don't bash them, don't make fun of them or anything. Reborn dolls are very therapeutic dolls. Many people seek comfort in them. I can have a bad day at work, and I can come home and I can pick up James, and like everything every problem I had is like, it's gone. I mean, it's like, when you hold that baby in your hands, it's a wow factor. But I'm kind of making this video to help people, understand that reborn dolls they're art. They're not really made for children. I do have a 12-year-old and a 15, fixing to be 16-year-old, and they both do have dolls. They do have them in baby beds. They have clothes. They do treat them like they're real. I mean, they don't just toss them around or whatever. I've bought their two off of eBay, and they're like, oh, I wish you would have made my doll, because they've seen my dolls, and I've made and I've sold a few dolls, and because they're like, Mom, your dolls are great. We take our dolls out in public. Took Lucy out, and people was amazed at how lifelike she looks. James gets a lot more reactions because he is a reborn doll. He is made from a real sculpt of a real baby, 3D sculpting or something like that from Bountiful Baby. And no, I'm not trying to say go buy off Bountiful Baby. I'm just saying that that's where I get my stuff from. I get all of my reborning supplies from them. I do find other things from other places, but that's a different story. But I have car seats for girls, and I have a car seat for boys. So I can take them out and not have people like, why ain't you got a baby in a car seat? Oh, that's why, because it's not a baby. But I do take my babies out in car seats for the factor of, you know, of not having someone say, oh, she's got a baby in a car and she doesn't have it in a seat. We do treat them like real babies. I do take them into the stores. And it's a very fun thing to do. So if you're afraid to take your reborn doll out into public, think of treating it like a real baby. Car seat, blanket, you know, keep it kind of covered. Put it in a pose that would show that a baby, you know, like a sleeping baby. I have my babies, both of them, Lucy and James, are both sleeping. So I pose their head so they look like they're sleeping, and people really are amazed at how well they look. I did take James to Texas, like I said, and the family members down there was like, wow, really? He's a doll? Yes, he is a doll. Yes, I made him. So I am getting started in the reborn dolls, making them and selling them. I actually had 2 face-to-face customers. One was the Ben Kit, and I've seen many pictures on Facebook because she is a friend. I've seen many pictures on Facebook of him, and he is so cute. Her daughter loves him, and she loves him, and they have him in a car seat and everything, and it's just an amazing thing to know that something I made went to somebody else and they are in love with him. And then my other kit that I made went to another family. I met her, and the lady is amazed. She sent me many pictures on Facebook of her daughter with the baby, and they did buy another doll from another artist because I didn't have any more at the time to be sold. And she's like, you do amazing work. And I'm not trying to give myself a pat on the back because of my babies, but my daughters agree that my babies are wonderful. And I'm just trying, I guess I'm more or less putting it out there that, you know, if you don't know about the reborn dolls and you see a person with a reborn doll, don't diss them. Don't say, oh my God, that's creepy. Well, it might be creepy to you, but it's not creepy to us. It's like the guy with the tattoo that's all the way up his arm. I have no tattoos, but I'm not dissing that person that has them, because one day I might get one. So everybody has their own way of doing things. And my boyfriend is very supportive in what I do. He bought, so far I think last time I counted, I had 9 baby beds. Most of them was bassinets. And I've given my daughters 2, each one of them one for their babies, so they could have a place to put their babies in their room. And then I have many others that I will use as props when I do start selling my work more. But I'm just giving you ladies or gentlemen a word of confidence that starting a reborn doll from a kit, air dry or heat set, which whenever you pick, I like the Genesis heat set because once I get that paint on there and I like it, I bake it. And I bake it in a New Wave oven. And that is the only thing that is ever cooked in that oven is my babies, is because I don't want food contamination. That's a whole nother story. But my head is finally warm, and I'm going to start rooting on Savannah some more, and I'm hoping to have her done here in the next day or so, maybe. It depends on how much I can get done on her, but isn't she so sweet? That's Savannah. And I just wanted to give y'all guys a word of confidence and wisdom that, you know, if you have any questions, always ask. I will try to post what I've found out in my line of doing all these. And if you're new to reborning or buying reborns, welcome to the reborning world. It is becoming a very, very new thing, and everybody is loving it.